whimsy. And it's almost
Lughnasa.
and the Lammas.
Same thing. One is Christian, one is Celtic.
Right.
Yeah. Lammas would be the Christian version, which I think means bread mass or bread.
Loaf mass, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. And then Lughnasa is the Celtic version. It's yet another fire festival and main holiday. And it's called Lughnasa because...
So Lughnasa after the god Lu. Lu of the long arm.
Don't forget his wife, Dana.
And his
Hi.
wife, Dana.
Hello. How are you doing today? You're very cute. I've seen you prove yourself at a lot of games of skill.
Oh my god, I am so skilled. I've seen you watching me, and it was right that you were watching me.
Did we just, like, blaspheme or do something wrong here?
I don't think so.
Okay.
It's all good.
Alright.
So, Lu is the first of the non-Tuatha De Danann to make it to the Isle of Ireland and settle in. And he did so by way of stranding himself on the Isle of Man and being taught personally by the ancient god Manan in a variety of different godly skills that he really had no right learning. He then made his way to the Isle of Ireland, met up with the Tuatha De Danann to find his place in the world. And when he arrived, they challenged him, and he said, I am skilled in this. And they said, we already have somebody. I'm skilled in this. We already have somebody who does that. And he went through all of his skills and then eventually said, yes, but you have nobody who is skilled in all of those like I am. And then he set forth to challenge every member of the Tuatha De Danann to games and challenges, and did well enough in all of them that they accepted him as one of his own, and eventually he grew to lead them. History lesson done.
Now, you know it's serious in the video when we came prepared with notes.
Oh my word.
Let's see.
So this is the first time we've actually done a video before the holiday to tell you a little bit about how we plan to celebrate the holiday. It'll be this week.
It'll be on Saturday.
On Saturday. I have no idea when
August
you're going to
1st.
see this. But...
Every year,
yeah.
August 1st.
So this is what we intend to do. We'll see, we're getting better for you.
And then we'll show you after the fact what we actually did.
Maybe. We'll see how it turns out.
Yeah. So first off, we always decorate. There are decorations that we do. And for this one, we have a mascot.
You've got to have a mascot.
It's Lou, our Lammas llama.
Oh my word!
Named after Lou, for Lughnasa.
Aw, Louie when he's being adorable.
We also have this lovely little candle holder because this is all about grains, wheat, corn, all of those things in abundance and starting to harvest them. It's the first harvest.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the first harvest and therefore.
And then every season I have made an altar cloth. Let's see, get our faces out of this for a second. And they each have a little thing that represents what that holiday is. This one was the first one that I ever made, and unfortunately I didn't quite know how to use my embroidery machine yet, and it broke in the process. So it's not great, it's not the best one, but I do intend to remake these at some point now that I know what I'm doing a little more. And we also have a grain wreath
We do.
that we hang on our door.
We have seasonal wreaths for most of our seasons, and so our door is usually, although not now, oddly enough, it's usually festooned with some kind of wreath to indicate whether spring has come, what holiday we're on, roughly.
And for decorating your own altar, some of the correspondences for it, for flowers and herbs, are grains, obviously, roses, rose hips, heather, and berries, wild berries. Also citrine and aventurine for your stones. There's a bunch of other ones too that I can't remember. And the colors are all the warm fiery tones. So you've got red, orange, gold, and green, and some browns in there as well. There's just a lot of them.
And leaving a little baked good out for whoever happens to want to devour it is never a bad idea in these kind of holidays.
Fun fact. They used to bake loaves of bread in the forms of deities, and leave them out for them or throw them in the fire as an offering. And that is actually the origination of the gingerbread man.
Little armies of gingerbread men.
So we're also it's also a feasting holiday because most of them are.
It's what
Feasting
you do.
and fire.
You have a harvest, you feast.
You light stuff on fire. So we're going to make our own grain-free bread, which seems
Weird.
contradictory to the holiday, but if you don't have grains in your diet, you make do. So we'll be making bread, leaving some out for the deities as an offering. We'll be doing something with our crazy wild berry harvest from this year. If you've been following along, we've got a lot of berries.
Yeah, I mean, we're up to 20 pounds of black raspberries. We'll probably have about 5 pounds of blackberries and another few pounds of blueberries. So, and they're all ready to go. We're in our fridge or freezer right now. So we'll do a little harvest offering.
So because this is also the first harvest, it's a good time to do meditating, completing a project that you started already.
Right,
So
right.
something that you've already got in motion, but you're ready to see the fruits of your labors for, just visualize yourself having already completed that.
That's it. That's a great idea. And I know we have a bunch of projects. In particular, I think there's one I'm going to be visualizing completing right then. So that'll be fantastic. And it's spiritual based.
Yeah.
So that'll be good.
House blessing is also a thing. House and property and also marriages and babies. Just bless things left and right. So we'll probably do some of that as well.
This is a good time to sage your house. You know, consider it a second spring cleaning sort of thing. Honestly, with this COVID stuff, you can never get enough spring cleaning
That's
and
true.
enough of blessings and saging and cleansing. So I assume we'll probably sage the house and sage the property and probably make our traditional walk around a little bit. A little walkabout on the property.
And the other thing that we are planning on doing that we touched on earlier with Dan's story, challenges. Games of
Yeah.
skill. That is a big part of this celebration.
We're going to see which one of us takes home the crown of the Tuatha De Danann.
Ooh, we'll have to make one.
That's true. That's true. I don't know what
Get
it's
on
going
that
to look
this
like,
week.
but
It gives me something to do in prep.
that's going to be kind of fun. So what kind of challenges do you think we're going to do?
Well, I think we may already have thought this out and have a list.
Weird.
I know.
Almost like you were setting it up.
So horse racing is a popular one, or chariot racing.
Oh,
That's
yes.
pretty common for
I mean,
antics.
we don't really have chariots, but
We have horses.
do you remember
The joust video?
the joust
If you haven't
video?
seen the joust video, then you should go watch it and see what we're talking about.
It may or may not be there.
Well, it'd
But-
be over there if it
or
was there.
there.
Or it might be in the description. Or it might be in the end card.
Who
I have no
knows?
idea. It's a surprise.
It's a mystery. Go look for it. But we're going to maybe set up a little obstacle course for our horses to have a little more challenge on that one. So that's good.
Lego stacking.
Yeah, I'm thinking a speed Lego challenge where we have to make the highest tower that maintains stability for a certain amount of time in a very quick amount of time. And throwing something. I don't know
Very
what
Celtic of us.
I don't know what we're going to throw. It's
If
going to
you
be
have suggestions, put them in the comments.
Oh,
If you get them
yeah.
there before we do it, we'll totally think about that.
It's going to be awkward. It's going to be weird. I don't honestly know if it's going to be like a ball of cardboard wrapping or if it's going to be a chair or, you know, who knows what.
It's not going to be either of those things.
It could be.
It
You
won't
never
be.
know.
It's not going to
But
be.
it will be something that is very awkward to throw, and we will try to deal with it.
And then, not last, we have a rock mat. It's made for reflexology, and it's like walking on painful, jagged rocks, essentially.
Like a beach.
Yeah. And we're thinking that a fun endurance challenge will be doing tree pose on the rock mat and seeing who could do it for the longest before giving up, tapping out, or falling over. It's tree pose.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it's a good challenge of my natural inability to balance combined with your MS. I think we've got a pretty good challenge
We
there.
should make sure at the beginning of that challenge to tell them what tree we've decided we are.
It's
very, very Celtic and pagan-y, right?
Right, we'll choose that. And then the last one will be a drawing challenge. That's right, we're going to use our new tools to celebrate our inability to draw a certain thing called backgrounds.
We were inspired by Drawfee this week, where they were trying to draw backgrounds. They all succeeded brilliantly. It's like they're actual artists.
We are going to set a time limit that means we have to rush through this and speed draw it and cannot do a very good job. And that's whatever it is, we'll show you. It's going to be horrendous, but one of us is going to win and take home the crown.
If you have suggestions for what type of background we should be drawing, put them in the comments.
Oh my god, there's going to be a type of background? Holy crap.
I mean, I think you need some kind of specification on that, just to know where you're going with it.
Just a background.
Especially if you're doing it speed-wise, it would make more sense. We'll see what happens. If you guys make suggestions in the comments, we'll consider using one of those. If nobody does, we might just leave it to fate. I don't know.
I was just thinking clouds in the sky and maybe a horizon line. Maybe.
Please make suggestions. That would be super helpful. So that is what we're planning on doing for Lughnasa this Saturday, August 1st.
It should be pretty fun. And I'm going to add to that there's a good bet I'll start a fire. I mean, it is a fire holiday. I have a fire pit. There's a good bet I'll start a fire.
If you're enjoying these videos, please hit the subscribe button and like them.
Yeah, we are very close to triple digits, if not there already.
So close to 100.
We've earned those triple digits.
Oh, we've worked so hard.
Oh, yeah. Help us get there. And now,
let's frost the cake.